Everything would start after the fight against Broly. Goku was with Goten training, and the little Saiyan had asked his father to train him to be stronger than Trunks. 2 hours would pass, and the training of the two had finished, so Goten, tired, would throw himself to the ground while he said, "How strong you are, Dad! In all the training I couldn't hit you." "You too can become as strong as me, Goten. You even have the potential to surpass me if you set your mind to it." "Tell me something, Dad. You have had many masters throughout your life, but who is the first one you had?" "It was my grandfather, Gohan, since I was a little boy. Besides helping me, he was in charge of teaching me martial arts." "And what happened to him? Because I've never met him." "I prefer not to talk about it, Goten." "Okay. By the way, Dad, why haven't you ever talked about your parents?" I don't really know anything about them either. I just know that they lost their lives. Frieza destroyed their planet." "I understand. But tell me something. Haven't you thought about meeting your parents? I mean, it would be very easy to do it. We just use the Dragon Spheres to bring them back to life." "I hadn't thought about it, son, but I think it would be a good idea. That's what I'll do. I'll gather the Dragon Spheres and bring them back to life." Goten, upon hearing that, would be very happy because he would be excited to meet his grandparents. Meanwhile, Goku, using teleportation, would go with Goten to Bulma's house to borrow the Dragon Radar. When Goten arrived, he would go to Trunks' house to tell him what his father was going to do, while Goku would look for Vegeta because before reviving his parents, he wanted to know a little more about them. Goku would find Vegeta next to Bulma, and raising his hand, he would start to greet them both. "What are you doing here, Kakarot?" "Hi Vegeta, long time no see. How are you?" "A few days ago we saw each other. When we went to train with Whis, you already forgot that. Anyway, just tell me why you came, insect." "Don't get mad, Vegeta. You see, I came all the way here because I need you to tell me everything you know about my parents." "This is the first time I've heard you talk about your parents, and now you're thinking about them." "What happens is that I plan to revive them, but I don't know anything about them, neither their names, nor what they look like physically. I wanted to know if Vegeta could tell me what they were like." "I don't know much about them either, Kakarot. Just a little I heard from Raditz." "Never mind, just tell me what you know." "Okay, your father's name was Bardock and your mother's name was Gine. They were both lower class Saiyans, and I also remember hearing that you look a lot like your father." "I see. Thanks for everything, Vegeta. Bulma, can you lend me the Dragon Radar?" "Of course I can, Goku. Wait for me for a few minutes and let me look for it." Bulma went in search of the Dragon Radar. When she came back, she would give it to Goku, who would immediately start looking for the Dragon Spheres. An hour would pass, and Goku had already gathered the 7 Dragon Spheres, so he would put them on the ground and shout, "Get out of there, Shenlong, and fulfill my wish!" Immediately from the spheres, Shenlong would come out, which would say,
"I will fulfill 3 wishes. Tell me, what is your first wish?"
"Shenlong, please, I want you to bring to this place the souls of my parents. That is, Vegeta's father." "What did you say, Kakarot? Are you crazy?"
"That's too easy, really."
"What's wrong with you, insect? I didn't ask for anything like that. I don't even want to see him again." "Calm down, Vegeta. I know deep down in your heart you wanted me to." "Don't be mad, Vegeta. I'm happy to meet your dad." "Me too, Daddy. I want to meet my grandfather. I'm curious to see what he was like."
"Then tell me what your wish is going to be, Goku."
"As my first wish, I want you to bring Vegeta's father to life. And as my second wish, I want you to bring my parents to life."
"Okay, I'll fulfill it. But before I bring them back to life, I want you to know that they don't know anything since the moment of their death."
"Thank you for letting me know, but please fulfill my wish, and then you can go, as I will not take up the next wish." Suddenly, Shenlong's eyes would turn red, and a strong blizzard would have started in the place. A wind tornado would form in the place, and from there would come out the king of the Saiyans, Vegeta's father, and Goku's parents.
"I've already fulfilled your wish, as you don't have another one. I'll see you soon."
Shenlong would vanish instantly in front of Goku, so the Dragon Spheres would have spread again by the planet Earth. King Vegeta was very confused, as were Goku's parents, since they had appeared in that place from one moment to the next. "What happened? What is this place? Where is the damned Frieza?" "Vegeta, son, what are you doing here? Why am I here? I remember that I was eliminated by Frieza. Besides, you are no longer a child. You've grown up a lot. You were revived by some wish-fulfilling spheres. Dragon spheres. What is that supposed to be? Vegeta looked at his father, but he really didn't care about his presents. Kakarot, they are your parents? Goku wouldn't answer because he was very surprised to see his parents for the first time. Are you Kakarot? It can't be really you, is it? You look a lot like your father. Gine would start running to Goku and hug him while tears came out of her eyes. I really don't know what to say at times like this, but I feel like I've seen you before. I don't know what's going on, but I'm glad to see you again, Kakarot. I'm your father. My name is Bardock. You are very similar to me. When Vegeta told me that, I didn't believe it. I see that it's true. Kakarot, I need you to tell me what's going on, because your mother and I appeared here suddenly. From what I see, if you could survive on this planet. It's complicated to say this, but on this planet there are some spheres, which are capable of fulfilling any wish, and thanks to that I was able to bring you to life. That's very strange, isn't it? Don't worry, you'll get used to it in time. Vegeta, son, tell me about yourself. I bet you already avenged our race, and finished with that damn Frieza. After all, you are my son. My blood runs through your veins. You're a high-class warrior. Well, my life has changed a lot. Now I no longer dedicate myself to conquering planets. Now I live on this planet in peace, and I have a wife, a son, and a daughter. Hello, I'm Bulma, your son's wife, and the boy you see here is your grandson. His name is Trunks. I'm sure this is not true. How is it possible that you, my son, you married a human from this insignificant planet? Besides, look at this boy. He looks very weak, and I imagine that your daughter must be just as weak. King Vegeta's words would have made Vegeta angry, but he would only clench his hands to avoid unnecessary problems, because he knew that both Bulma and Trunks were very excited to meet Grandpa. Don't talk nonsense, parents. That child of weak power, as you call him, is able to defeat you in a fight easily and effortlessly. You're telling me that this kid is capable of beating me? Don't make me laugh. I didn't know that now you were making jokes. You went from conquering planets to becoming a comedian. If you don't believe in my words, why don't you fight him? How about attacking him with all your power? Don't worry. I'll show you the difference in power that a king has. King Vegeta, without thinking much and confident about what he thought, would have thrown a punch at Trunks, but Trunks with one hand would stop it easily, and then give him a punch in the stomach, which would make King Vegeta get on his knees and then start sweating from the blow. I'm sorry, Grandpa. I hit you harder than I thought. I swear I didn't mean it. Bardock, seeing what happened, would be very surprised. That boy was able to defeat King Vegeta with a single blow. I can't believe my eyes. Don't be so surprised, Father. It's normal that Trunks beat Vegeta's father. Actually, our sons are very powerful. Did you say our children? Kakarot, do you also have children and a wife? That's right, Mother. I have two sons. The older one is called Gohan, and the younger one is called Goten, and he's here, behind those bushes. He's just very shy sometimes. Goten, don't be shy. Come say hello to your grandparents. Goten would come out of the bushes and let himself be seen by Gine and Bardock. He is very similar to me and Kakarot. No doubt he is their son and my grandson. Hi, nice to meet you, Goten. I'm your grandma, Gine. It feels a little weird to call myself a grandma. Come give me a hug. You look just like my son when he was little. Goten would hug Gine. Nice to meet you, Grandma. You're very young. My mom is going to like meeting you. I would like to meet your mom too. Tell me your mom's name. Her name is Chi-Chi. What a nice name he has. Kakarot, tell me what happened to Frieza. Is he still alive, or did you defeat him? Well, how can I explain it to you? What happened with Frieza is that... At that moment, Goku would be interrupted by Vegeta. If you want, I can explain it to you better. Yes, you're right, Vegeta. It's better that you explain it to him. Frieza has died twice. The first was because he was defeated by Kakarot on planet Namex. The second was eliminated by my son from the future, because somehow he came back with a body replaced by robotic parts. The third time, he was eliminated by Kakarot. Somehow, he could also revive, but that time it was because of the Dragon Spheres, and in the end, a universal emergency happened, and the idiot Kakarot brought him back to life, and now he's walking around the universe again. Bardock and Gine couldn't believe what Goku did. You did what? Bardock, there's no doubt that your son is stupid. Doesn't he know how dangerous Frieza can be? Tell me, Kakarot, why did you do that? Frieza is the worst scum ever. He doesn't deserve to be alive. Please, everyone calm down. Frieza is currently no threat to us. Vegeta and I are very powerful. If we fight together, we're even more powerful. Besides, if it wasn't for Frieza's help, this universe would have ceased to exist. I refuse to believe that. I won't be calm until that guy is lifeless. I see that you say your words with confidence and security. Tell me, Kakarot, do you really have the power to defeat him? That's right, Dad. Do you want me to prove it to you? Yes, I want you to prove it to me. Then what are you waiting for? Attack me with everything you have. Goku would say that and make a very defiant face.